What's up? Great to see you chose this workout. I hope you're willing to sweat and learn a new gymnastic skill. This time we're doing Kip-up through different exercises that will strengthen muscles and movement needed for execution. The Kip-up itself looks like this. Perfect. Join me for a 20-minute workout that will help you learn Kip-up. We will start off with a quick warm-up that will loosen up the joints. Every exercise here will be in a circular motion both ways. Do every exercise slowly with a full range of motion. Let's start off with hip circles. Put your hands on your hips, legs apart like you would do squats. 4 circles both ways. Make your hips do the largest circle possible. This is your moment to feel like you are Shakira. Hips don't lie. Change the direction. As you're doing this, try to feel what part of you feels stiff or pinched during the motion. Is it the sides, lower back, or maybe thighs? It will tell you immediately which part you need to focus on to get better. Now let's lock our hips, bring our hands in front, crossed, supporting on the shoulders. We will do upper body circles as wide as we can while not moving our hips. 4 both ways. This will also test your balance and coordination. Try holding your legs as straight as possible. And reverse. To execute a Kip-up, you will need your whole body to perform like an orchestra. This is like a rehearsal for the big show. Now let's focus on our neck and wrists. We will do circles simultaneously, having our main focus on neck circles, which we will do 4 both ways again. See? Multitasking is fun! Now switch the direction for both. Even though we don't use our necks in these exercises, it is better to warm it up to prevent accidental injuries. Okay, moving on to our knees. Put your legs together and bend in front to hold on to your kneecaps. Let's do 8 circles both ways with these. Kinda limited knee movement, but easy and dynamic enough for a quick warm-up. Change the direction. You got it! Let's go for hand circles next. Start with your right hand first. 4 circles both ways, holding your hands straight. Reverse. Let's see how good our shoulder mobility really is. And switch hands. Reverse. Good! We will try the same with both hands. Go! Looks like we're landing a plane. No need for Captain Sully here. Reverse. Nice! Let's try with both hands in the opposite direction. Focus on your starting point where the hand should pass by. In this case, in front. And switch direction. You will need this movement when you need to run out of the burning house. Last ones are ankle circles. Put your hands on your hips. We do one leg at a time. 8 circles on your toes both ways. Reverse. This is also a common dance move for football players. Switch your legs and proceed. Kip-up is not tough for your ankles, but they gotta take the landing. Reverse. Great! Now we are ready to deconstruct the Kip-up to 10 exercises that will strengthen every part of this movement. Let's start with a boat swing on our backs. Hold your core tight, legs together and hands aside. Swing your legs and upper back like a boat in an ocean. It's all about the motion of the ocean. Every exercise in this bracket is 45 seconds long with 15 seconds between them to rest and check out the next exercise. This is making your core stronger and adds some smoothness to generate momentum for Kip-up. It's not easy being a boat, but you got it. Good. Stay on your back and rest for a moment. We are doing hip thrusts. Put your palms on the ground above your shoulders and feet flat on the ground, bending your legs from your knees. We push our hips in repetitions as high as we can. Focus on the maximum usage of glutes and hamstrings while thrusting your hips. You need this movement in the Kip-up after you start exploding with leg swings and hand push. Moving your hips high while overstretching the whole body will make it easier to land on your feet. Or it will give you a better flow state for bachata, cha-cha-cha or hula hoops. Alright. We continue with a classic gymnastics isometric exercise called shoulder stand. We start with our backs on the mat again, keeping our legs together and arms at our sides. Engage your core and lift your legs up towards the ceiling, keeping them straight and together. Continue to lift your legs and hips off the ground, moving them over your head. Place your hands on your lower back to support as your legs continue to move upwards. Force your hip forward with gluteal contraction and adjust your hands to find a comfortable position that helps maintain balance and support your weight. I'm already doing it, just follow my lead. Good job! Now let's use our hip movement and lower abs once again with leg raises. You don't have to change much. Starting position is on your back, holding straight legs up in the air. Hands are supporting beside, palms down. Now let's push our legs straight up, thrusting hips up and down in repetitions. They say abs are made in the kitchen. Sure thing if burning fat is what you're after. But without any physical activity, there ain't gonna be any muscle behind this fat. Just like finding out there are no toppings under the cheese layer on your frozen pizza. Just one little piece of pepperoni.
Perfect.
You made it so far, don't quit now. You got this. Next we are going to do the first half of the backward roll. Starting position is in a deep squat, heels up. Tuck your chin to your chest. Bend your elbows to get your hands above the shoulders, palms up and fingers pointing towards your shoulders. From there we are going to roll back with rounded back and tuck position. When we reach our palms on the ground, we stop the momentum and quickly explode from hands and hips simultaneously to roll back in the squat position. To get back, you need to focus on core and shoulder activation to heap forward. Don't worry if it's not working yet. Just focus on the repetitions to get better. Great! Now you got the feeling of loading up your Kip-up. Next step from there is to explode to nearly bridge position. For that we need to warm up our bridge. The starting position is on our backs, feet flat on the ground and palms behind our ears. Slightly position your hands higher if you have less shoulder mobility. Push your body up with hands and slowly straighten your legs. Let's make 5-second bridges with a short break between. Bridge itself is quite a hard element to execute, but it's helpful to get a good Kip-up. If you want to get a better bridge, make sure to check out my 20-minute workout for it. Okay, the next step we want to work on is our explosive strength from shoulders. For that we are going to do plyometric push-ups from the knees. This means we are quickly pushing our hands off the ground and landing at the same spot in repetitions. Hold your hands about shoulder width and high as your chest is. It will mimic the motion you have to do for the Kip-up while whipping your legs 45 degrees up. With enough explosion and practice, you can land your feet on the ground below you in no time. After you push your hands up from the ground, think about helping with your hips to get on your knees. Every time you do this push-up, imagine you are pushing away your bully before it gives you a wet willy. You got this. We're going to do another shoulder conditioning with a prone shoulder raises. Stay on your stomach, move your hands up straight and put your forehead on your mat. Now just pull your straight hands up and down in repetitions, holding them shoulder width. Let's go! We are not just learning the technique but also getting a full workout. Body weight is the most optimal weight to train with. If your goal is not to gain weight, but to optimize to mobilize your body weight. Well, that's a mouthful. This exercise enhances scapular stability, increases upper back strength, and supports shoulder mobility. We are doing hands up because it will mimic Kip-up movement the most. Let's finish strong with prone heel raises. Stay on your stomach, move your straight hands aside, palms down, legs straight, heels together. Our goal is to raise our heels up and down in repetitions. A lot of support comes from hands. You can push down hard to get your heels higher. It will engage your glutes, hamstrings and lower back. Furthermore, it will give you a glimpse of a correct lower body position right before landing in the Kip-up. Marvelous. And for dessert, we're going to do jump squats in repetition. Let's swing hands up while jumping and bring them down to a squat with straight hands moving down. Explode as high as you can and then focus on landing, using your whole body like a spring to soften it. In high-level gymnastics competition, stick the landing is the name of the game. It will indicate having control over your element. Gymnastics is much fun because there are countless different difficulty elements to pursue. Doing and landing it will unlock a skill for sure. Kip-up is already a medium level element, so landing it requires good body awareness and stabilization. And the foundation is always basic compound exercises like these ones. Good, now your body is ready to try the Kip-up progression. Shake your limbs and body, catch a breath and let me walk you through it. We are slowly getting to it, but the position is always the same. Deep squat, chin tucked to your chest, elbows bent, palms up and fingers pointing towards your shoulders. First, let's just start on our backs, hands ready for a push. Let's move our legs up a little and bend the knees to land feet flat to hip thrust position. Next, let's do the same landing but starting from deep squat, heels up and go into half backwards roll. Don't push your hands just yet, just let them have some support while focusing on hip movement. Do as many repetitions as you need to confidently take the next step. Next, we need to make use of hand support and compile it to leg swing and hip movement. We start from our backs and this time push us to bridge position. Your legs must generate some momentum from the swing, after which we quickly push our hands straight and hips up. Swing, push up, hip thrust. Focus on synchronizing those three moves and try to generate some air time and landing to deep squat. Now we will give our maximum effort to land it. Focus on the direction you generate momentum to. You should swing and push yourself up to 45 degrees from the ground to have enough height and width for the landing. Don't try to land on straight legs, rather slowly progress there from landing to squat. Go for as many repetitions as you can, rest between 5 tries to gain energy back from another set of fresh Kip-ups. I hope you're seeing some improvements and consistently work to learn this skill. And don't forget to stretch after this workout. You can use my stretching sequence for it. If you liked it, make sure to check out my other videos and stay active.